Here goes nothing.
Oh, I guess we had to raise the gear. Okay. Guess that makes sense.
Ben, what did you do?
Wow.
Ben, are you alive?
I am, but I don't know about Ripburger.
I can see him. He's out cold. Climb back here, quick.
Oh, I'm in control again. All right, sure. I know Ripburger. I saw him look up. Come on, you Ripburger. So
Careful, Ben.
Why don't I just climb in from the top? Why do I have to come down to the bottom to do this?
I'm taking you and your friends with me, Ben.
All you're taking is the wrong kind of medication.
I guess there's just no way to get in from there. Do I keep trying then, or is this the same thing over and over again? Okay. I guess I don't keep trying. Anything else I can do? Anywhere else I can go? Do I have to climb out to him, or what? Anything? Reported stolen. Alright. Defense, machine guns, control, fire.
I think you just killed a seagull.
Yeah, don't be obnoxious. Come on. I'm on the right track here. Just gotta aim down, that's all. I getcha. Control. Oh. I'm so glad that the game allows you to die here if you run out of time. It's the most thrilling gameplay decision. I'm so grateful that they included this because it's really exciting and it keeps me interested. Psych, it's freaking annoying and bugs the crap out of me because it's stupid. What's the point of having this be a time thing? I just have to try things over and over again until I find something. It should just give you as much time as you need. That's so stupid. Aim lower. What? Oh, pfft. I thought I had to like aim it down or something. Well, I'll try. I think I'm on the right track there, though. Okay. Funny. That'd be real funny if I wasn't friggin' dying over and over and over again from this crap. Oh, there we go.
Well, that answers that.
Can I get to safety now? This guy's quite the acrobat for a big guy.
Wait, come back! We need your weight in the plane!
Run, run!
Let me try that.
Are you freaking serious? Oh my freaking god, that's such bullshit! Ugh! I probably just didn't click fast enough. That's such crap. Control system off. Yeah, I've seen this.
How poetic.
Well, at least he changes up what he says, apparently. Go, 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 go! Too slow, huh? God damn it! Oh. That's what I missed. I had to walk left here so the screen would shift. God!
Life was a game to him, and he played it by his own rules. He was a mystery to most of us, and yet an inspiration to us all. He gave us freedom. He gave us power. He gave us wings. He gave us wheels. Thank you, Malcolm Corley, for giving us a dream that will never die.
So, maybe we could do lunch sometime next week.
Yeah, sure. Lunch sounds great.
Things aren't gonna change, are they, Ben? I mean, just because I'm in charge of the company now, and living in a mansion and riding around in limos, that doesn't mean we won't spend a lot of time together, does it?
Look, Mo, you're in a different league now. You shouldn't be hanging out with the likes of me anymore.
But Ben... Just a second. Hello? What? No, that's crazy. Is he nuts? Look, move the meeting up to 5 and tell the plant foreman that I'm coming over personally to inspect those parts. I know, that's what I told him. Excuse me, what was that last part? No, that alloy was flawed to begin with. Uh-huh, yeah, good, great.
Okay, well, that was Full Throttle. Okay, first of all, I think the art in this game was absolutely amazing. This is probably the best pixel art I've ever seen. Absolutely gorgeous. I am totally impressed. On the downside, well, it's kind of weird that at the end, she's like, oh, I guess we won't hang out anymore. You barely even knew the guy in the first place. That's part of the problem. This game was shockingly short. I thought that this game was gonna be like 6 or 7 hours, but in reality, it only took me like about 4.5 hours. But I mean, in reality, the game itself probably only lasts about 3.5 to 4 hours at the most. Probably less than that. I was disappointed. I'll be totally honest. I was disappointed. The story was kind of all over the place. It was just moving so fast. It's almost like they had a longer game planned, but they had to like chop it down into just a teeny tiny little piece of what was originally planned, and then this is Full Throttle. You know, like the chopped down edition or something. I don't know. I'm overall kind of disappointed because not only did it go by so fast, you didn't really get a chance to know the characters, and the story, while it could have been interesting, went by so quickly and was so contrived in parts, it felt just kind of ridiculous. The puzzles were disappointing. I mean, I expected more from the LucasArts Tim Schafer adventure game. I was expecting the kind of awesome stuff from Grim Fandango. I love Grim Fandango. Monkey Island is great. Those games are superb, but this just lacked the same kind of stuff. It's not that the puzzles were bad, necessarily. It's just that so many of them were so contrived. Like, you just have to click this one particular spot, and there's no reason to know to do that. You just had to do it in a certain place. Like, knowing to hide. I didn't know to hide from those rednecks at the beginning, because it wasn't at all apparent that that was even possible. And there were many other times like that where it just wasn't evident what you were supposed to do, because it just almost like it experimented too much with the mechanics without keeping you informed of what it was trying to do, so you were never sure how to solve the puzzles because they were so out of the ordinary for an adventure game. And I really didn't like the part where you had to be fighting guys on bikes. I found that annoying as hell. It's really clunky. I mean, I guess if I had my proper weapons and you could smack them decently, okay, I guess. But the whole thing just felt kind of contrived there. It just made no sense. It was out of nowhere. It was kind of slowed everything down. I mean, there were only like, in my recollection, there were like only 2 parts of this game. There's the first part where you just have to collect those 3 things to get your bike fixed. And I mean, that didn't take that long, really. And then there's the latter part where you're around the factory, and that's about it. With the only connecting area being the part where you have to fight the other bikers and stuff. So there's only like 3 small parts to this game, which is so weird because it feels like there should be more areas than just that in a full title. Just something about it, I can't put my finger on it. Oh, another thing I really hated, as I'm sure you know, I despised those time things. Those timed things. That was a terrible design decision in my opinion. Whose brilliant idea was that? The idea that, oh, well, let's make it so that the person has to be in a rush so they don't have time to think about what they're doing or explore or anything. That was a terrible idea. They just see the ending over and over and over again until you finally find the right thing to click on. It's not like it's a matter of something being really obvious and all you have to do is just do it really fast. And even if it was, that'd be kind of BS too. But this is even worse, because you don't know what you're supposed to do, and you're on limited time, and there's almost no way you're going to figure out the first time. So it's like guaranteed failure, and that's terrible. That just makes the ending unsatisfying. Because you just feel the failure over and over and over again, and that doesn't make you feel good about the ending. It just makes you frustrated about all the times you failed. I much prefer other LucasArts style adventure games where there's really no way to truly fail. It's just a matter of keep trying until you find the right answer. That's better, because it might mean things are kind of stretched out a bit. Like, for instance, let's say Monkey Island, where you're getting your ass kicked by LeChuck, and you don't know what to do. You can get punched as many times as you need to until you figure out how to defeat him, and it's good that way. It's much better than this, where you keep dying and then having to watch the cutscenes over. Thank God that there's a way to skip them, but it was a terrible design decision. There's a lot of bad ideas here. I like the idea that this was kind of in a post-apocalyptic setting, and with bikers and stuff like that, and it was neat, but barely realized. They barely touched on the world. We barely got to see anything of the setting. We barely got to know any of the characters. Just such a disappointment. I really expected more. I thought this would be up there with Grim Fandango and Monkey Island, but it really isn't. This is a rather poor adventure game, in my personal opinion. It made kind of a neat little short movie, but I mean, because there's so much visually going on, which is why there's such long cutscenes and stuff. But as a game, the actual parts where you control things were generally kind of meh. They were either meh or they were annoying as hell. So that's bad. In my opinion, that makes it a poor game, and that's just it's really too bad. I almost wish that they would remake this or something, but I know that will never happen. I wouldn't necessarily want a sequel because there's nothing more to say, so I guess that's just the end. I'll have to play Grim Fandango, even though I already know most of the puzzles for that one. It's a much more satisfying experience. So hopefully I don't get in trouble for all the CD music that there is on here, but I'm hoping that I won't. It does have great music, and as I said, great artwork. Really, really, really love the style of it. Man, I just really wish it gone a different direction with it. A different story, or just had to go longer, expanded on the things that we saw. There's so many ways it could have been better, but it just wasn't. And it's just like with that. And then there are a few mini games. So okay, there's that mini game there with the fighting of the bikers, which is like a really short mini game, kind of pointless. I wish that they would have just had puzzles there instead. But anyway, and then there was that mini game where you're driving the cars, trying to get them to wreck into each other, and that didn't work for me at all. It wasn't at all evident what you were supposed to do. The controls were clumsy as hell. Man. Too bad. And the story didn't really make a whole lot of sense either. I mean, yeah, Malcolm's daughter is in control now. What to do? She's been fixing... All she's been doing is, after having fixed motorcycles as a kid, then she's been fixing toasters for the past, like, whatever, 10 years, 20 years. What in any way makes her a competent entrepreneur? I mean, being able to fix something takes a lot different skill set than being able to run a company. You have to understand economics, business logic, all kinds of stuff that an engineer would never have to understand, or mechanic, excuse me, not even an engineer, just a mechanic. So, I don't know why all of a sudden she's such a master at it, and why she worries so much about Ben, like, oh, will we see each other again? Like I said, they barely had a chance to see each other in the first place. They didn't even really have an established friendship. I mean, what, the only time they really talked was when she fixed his motorcycle, then they met again later when she tried to kill him, and then she was kind of dismissive towards him, then he gave the company to her, and she's like, hey, here's the guy, speak of the devil, and all of a sudden we're best friends or something. Whatever. Yeah, so I've kind of run out of things to say then, because I'm pretty sure I've made it pretty clear how I feel about this game. Please leave a comment, let me know what you think. Because I really think that there's a lot of potential here that unfortunately just didn't come around. Really, really too bad. But I'm glad I had the experience of playing it, if nothing else, just to say what I took away from it and what I understood from it. And yeah, more puzzles, longer story that was a bit more drawn out, a more explored setting. And no minigames, for Christ's sake, and no timed events. That's what this game needed, in my opinion. I liked Ben, though. I mean, I liked his voice. I wish he had a little more personality. I mean, he did have kind of a... I don't know. He did kind of seem like a grungy biker in a way. I still kind of wish that he would either have a little more snark to him or something. Most LucasArts adventure games, the main character has a lot of snark to him, like Guybrush Threepwood is really kind of silly, and he makes a lot of silly statements, and that's amusing. And Manny Calavera is very cynical. He's got a dry sense of humor that comes out very often, and it's genuinely funny. Well, this guy, Ben, his sense of humor isn't nearly as developed, nor is his character. So this just isn't as funny or as interesting. So yeah, what a shame. What a shame. But yeah, that was Grim Fandango. That was Full Throttle. Thanks for watching. Hope that you enjoyed the Let's Play, even if I didn't care as much for the game. Oh yeah, here's this song, so I'll leave with this. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
I thank the Lord each day for the apocalypse. Folks are mostly disfigured or dead, but sugar, I won't let it go to my head. My mama's face has dripped down into the dirt, but I'm still chasing Chitlin's whiskey and skirt.
The bunnies were a pretty stupid mechanic, too.